people always stop and look at it because its design is breathtaking.
Just a beautiful shape, the curves, the lines. This is just a real classic.
The new Porsches do appeal, but you can't beat the feeling of an old classic Porsche, right?
In 1948, Ferry Porsche designed the now iconic 356, beginning a genuine automotive legacy.
The 356 was groundbreaking because it was able to take advantage of an air-cooled engine. The handling was superb. It ticked all the boxes.
It's always been special to Porsche devotee Deb Simpson, and after a long search, she's finally got her hands on a rare right-hand drive model 356C.
I don't think you can really call yourself a Porsche enthusiast until you've owned a 356. I just feel so proud to drive it because she is very beautiful and she will be even more beautiful underneath when it's all fixed.
While Deb's 356 looks tidy, 60 years of serious fun have taken their toll. So plenty of mechanical work and cosmetic tidy-ups are required to restore this stunning vehicle to its former glory. To do that, she's brought in the experts. Giltrap Porsche, who have just been certified as New Zealand's first Porsche Classic Partner. That means they now have special factory-trained technicians who are taking servicing standards to the next level to ensure the Porsche legacy is properly preserved.
The customers love the vehicles, we love the vehicles, and we just get to meet in the middle and just bring them back on the road and keep them alive.
We've had the opportunity to go to Stuttgart and learn from the baton carriers of the past, and I guess we're carrying the baton now.
And the newly established Porsche Classic team can't wait to bring their officially certified training to bear on Deb's restoration project.
We've chosen to get as much done as we can without actually changing too much of the car. Replace the bits that need replacing and give it a real good tweak.
The plan of action is to start by giving the vehicle a very deep clean from the underside. We will then remove the engine and gearbox assembly to check for any potential corrosion or anything. Do what we plan to do, then that car is going to be an absolute winner.
The stage that we're at now, we're putting the engine back together, powder coating it, removing all the rust, and just prolonging the life of that engine. The second step will be removing the suspension, cleaning up, and putting it all back together.
With some initial work complete, Deb comes in for her first chance to see the work in progress.
When you first brought it to us, it looked good, but all the pieces were just painted, and underneath there was a lot of rust. So we ended up taking all the sheet metal apart and found where all the rusted portions were. We ended up filling in all the holes and fixing all the metal pieces. So just to prolong the life of all the beautiful sheet metal you have here. The best thing about it is we're able to save all your pieces.
Next up, the floor pan is sandblasted and sprayed, thanks to the team at Autoblast, in the process revealing any areas that need extra welding attention. A few months later, and things are moving along well, despite the fact that currently there's more parts outside Deb's car than in it.
So since we removed them from the vehicle, they've been thoroughly checked for damage, and the parts that were good, they were cleaned, and so basically renewed all the old components. They're the original from the car, which is the best part of it. So once it's all back together, we'll do a final tune and it'll run good as new. Just can't wait to show this to Debbie and get her excited as much as we are.
1 week later, and the 356 is transformed, with practically all of the parts now reassembled and back where they belong.
New genuine Porsche components have been used as and where they're available, and existing parts have been refurbished. I would say the driving experience would be as good, if not better, than when it came out of the factory.
An incredible amount of work has gone into Deb's car, which is dramatically reviving the 356. To the team, the secret to success comes down to one key ingredient.
Knowledge when servicing classic Porsches is very important. Knowledge comes with experience, and this is what we have being a classic dealer. We are by far the most experienced Porsche workshop in in New Zealand.
Now, after months of research, refinements and plenty of elbow grease, the finish line is well and truly in sight.
Super happy to be at the end of the project. It's been a long road, and I'm sure Debbie's going to be very happy with the final results, as I am. It's been a fun journey. A bit of heart and soul has got into it, and I've certainly left my marks on it.
Almost 80 years ago, Ferry Porsche's original #1 356 was a turning point in automotive history. Now, the New Zealand Porsche Classic team are handing over another first, as Deb's 356 represents the beginning of a new wave of classic restorations that will be as good as new, if not better.
So we waited a long time for this, and here we are. You ready to see your vehicle?
Yes, I'm ready.
All right, let's go.
It's been such an amazing journey, and this has just really chopped it off beautifully, and I'm just blown away. And I just can't wait to actually be part of the rest of her story.
We share the same excitement when we worked on the vehicle, and just I'm seeing her being excited about it, just, you know, makes a full circle.
And now, at last, the fun bit, as Deb finally gets to put the Porsche Classic team's handiwork to the test.
There's nothing like driving an old classic car like this. She was a bit curly to begin with, but now she's very smooth, very smooth. They did such a wonderful job on the suspension. The best thing about the experience was being involved every step of the way, so that you really felt like you were part of the process. Well, if this little baby's got anything to do with it, I would say Porsche Classic are off to a fantastic start. And I'm in love with this car. Absolutely in love with this car. Listen to that. Woohoo!